Hey guys, JRS Kick One here. I'm going to show you this mama real quick and explain. Don't move, mama. You're good right there. She has early stages of mastitis. I was going to show you how I caught it. These babies were born yesterday. She had two little ram lambs, gorgeous ram lambs. But I'm going to sneak up here so I can put it on here so I don't shake. And then I'm going to zoom in and you can see her. See how they're going to one side, see how the other side's swollen? You wouldn't know unless you were paying attention. Oh, or if I could put the camera the right side. See how that baby's sucking way up there, halfway up, and that other one's not moving? That means there's something on that side that either they don't like, which is the mastitis, or it's just in the beginning stages. So I've already caught her up today, gave her a shot of LA300, which is a 7-day antibiotic, and I milked that side out, which she didn't like, but she's a really good mom, and I don't want to lose her. This is the easiest time to lose a ewe, not to death per se, but to where they're no good, their udder's no good anymore. So I will milk that udder out again. She's not allowed to have any feed whatsoever. She can have hay and water, but she's not allowed to have any feed because feed produces more milk, and I don't want her to have the least bit of milk as possible until that infection gets taken care of and stops. But she's a Katahdin hair sheep, 3-year-old. It's the first time she's had any problems. But that's why you just have to pay attention. The reason I knew something was wrong is I'll show you the other mamas and babies. They're coming up here. They're all about a week old. But and then the other ones are out there. But they were doing that. By this age, by 36 hours, they should be looking for food, being annoying, that kind of stuff. And she was laid out by the fence, and she just didn't look good. Her ears were kind of like not like that, but where she had them before. Let's see if she puts them back, like back behind her, just like doesn't feel good, right? Like that, just doesn't feel good. And so to me, that means something. Either in my head, that means that a baby didn't pass. She had an extra one that didn't pass. The afterbirth got stuck, or mastitis. Something is not right. And so when I got her up and got her walking, she's even limping on that side a little bit. There's so much pressure on that side of the udder. So now I'll be working on that. She does have a good amount of milk, and so I think both are nursing off of one side right now, which is also a problem because neither of them, once that milk starts tasting bad, neither of them are going to want to milk that big side except for me. Now, once they get a bit older, usually about 5 days, then they get powerful enough that they just suck everything out of both sides. And when that happens, if we can get her to that stage, she'll be fine, because they're like automatic suckers that just suck all the time, and it'll get all that infection out of there themselves. But that I was going to show you. Let me show you the babies real quick, the other babies while I'm here. But that's what you look for in that. You would not even know it unless you just pay attention to your sheep. But your sheep will tell you. Your sheep will tell you if they don't feel good. It's usually in their ears and then in their face. And you know their routine. You know these dang sheep are pigs, and so you know they're going to want to be eating. And so if one's not eating or is not acting right, start doing a checklist in your head of what's going on with them. This one had a boy and a girl. Silly mama. Little boy. You're hiding your little girl. Yeah? You hiding your little girl? What's your little girl? This is one I've had her whole life, so she is not wild at all. Silly girl. Silly girl and boy. Pretty pair. And then there's a couple more out here. Most of mine are due in a month or so. I think I got 4 more that are due in the next few weeks, and then most of mine will be around Christmas to New Year's, and then another 30 or so will be due around a month later. Rams run on mine year round, and I still have pretty good grouping. But I don't mind having them at separate times. That way I don't have to worry about a bunch. It's hard if you have, I'd say, more than 15 or 20. And so, And so how I do it is I have this pasture that they're in now. I have this little pasture. Let me back up. I have this little pasture I call the hay pasture. I have my butcher pen, which is this area here that I usually keep all my ram lambs in before they're butchered. And then I'm going to go slowly. And then I have over there on that side, there's another big pasture over there, and that's usually where all the sheep that don't have babies are, but I can put them over the other side of the road if I need to. And then I like to put 10 or 15, no more than 10 or 15, they're about to lamb in one pen. Otherwise, if you have a bunch that are scheduled close together, you are going to have a cluster, especially if you have a job and you're not here to watch hourly. You're going to come back from work and there's going to be babies crying everywhere and you're not going to know who goes to where. And by then you've had one steal them and everything. And so if you have groups of 10 or 15, it's a lot less likely to get clustered. I guess 3 years ago I did 60 ewes in this pen where I'm at now, and I think I came home and there was 17 lambs that weren't being claimed. And so I was trying to find out who had triplets, who had singles, who was new mamas that had gotten stolen from an old mom. It was there's old buddy. Hey Bubba, he's getting old. But yeah, they had the white one had, no, both of these had boys. So this is 4 boys, and then out of 8 lambs so far, I've had 7 boys, which is good for the butcher side of it, but dang it, little girls that color would sell really good. But all right, I'll let y'all go. Just keep an eye on mastitis. It can bring down a ewe really fast. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.